Evil Dead, the game, is a strange topic. You could talk about so many things with this thing. There's issues with replayability, balance, devs not talking to the community, and other issues. Evil Dead is fun, but lacks replayability, and it's especially frightening since we already have new games in the future and new updates for already existing games like this. This game had potential, but the devs flushed it down the drain and shit all over it. They had no content for months, and the last update I'm pretty sure was 3 months ago. Dead by Daylight has a 3-month schedule, but they still have at least mid-chapter patches and other clothing items in between that and balance changes. This is just not acceptable, especially for a game that has an already existing IP attached. There are so many things they could do to this game to fix it, like a cosmetic store, events, new characters, balance changes. Sure, they have some cosmetics they come out with, and sure, there's some balance changes here and there, and sometimes there's new characters, and we never get events, so that would be nice. When we get a new character, we have to wait 3 months for just one, sometimes two. Dead by Daylight usually is two characters at this point, and sometimes we'll get 3 in some updates, which is really nice. I feel like if they just delivered on these promises, their pockets would be filled with our money and everyone would be smiling and giggling at the new updates, but they just refuse to do it. It just doesn't make sense to me as a fan of the Evil Dead franchise, and I watched every single movie and I love them. So it's really weird that they just hate money for some reason and making us happy. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's a very fun game. Either you like it for the maps, the combat system, the different types of perk builds and characters you can try out, or the funny voice lines the characters say.
Violence is not the answer. Oh no, hang on, sorry. Violence is totally the answer.
When there's evil to be defeated and Scotty is already taken, I'm your man.
It's overall fun, and especially with friends and the community you can find on there. I'd say the game is just overall good. It's not great, it's not perfect. No game is truly perfect, but I think it's not worth your money. It's $30 for the base game and I think $50 for some exclusive edition, but I think it should be lowered down to 15 or 20 bucks, especially with the lack of support, long updates and long queue times, which is just extremely aggravating. I think this game struggles with a little bit of balance. Some characters on Survivor are just extremely bad at this point, where they're just not useful at all. And same thing with Killer, Evil Ash is just completely just poop. Why would you play him? He's fun, but just not good if you're going against a good team. And I think that Elagos is just extremely overpowered. All you have to, I've seen an Elagos where they don't even play all game, and then as soon as they get down to the book, they just start spawning in their units and actually trying, and then they actually almost won the game doing that. I truly wanted to make this video because I saw some news on this game and thinking about it and all the times I had with it, and it's sad to think that this game has less of a player base than Friday the 13th, and Friday the 13th has not had a single update in 3 or 4 years. I saw some of the comments on the store, just looking at it, and half of them are people just saying, oh, it's the best game ever because they're fans of it, instead of just putting their bias aside and just looking at what it is and compared to others. It's overall just not what they think it is. Some people put 5 stars and for no reason. But then you see other people putting 1 star, which I don't think the game is that bad. I think a 1-star review is a game that's basically unplayable, like Cyberpunk. Back when that game launched, that is a 1 star. I feel like Evil Dead is probably 2 or 3 star rating, if you really want my opinion on that. Think the game is not up to a 4-star standard, especially for an online game. If it was single player, maybe a 4-star rating, but it's not. It's a multiplayer game, and they're not treating it like that, or nor updating it like that. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this game, and I hope that it has a long future ahead of it, and maybe the devs will have some sort of comeback and trying to actually like update the game and keeping it up. But I think their lights for this game are out, and Texas, I hope it succeeds.